Today, we're talking about planting the back wheel, a technique that's crucial for finishing difficult tracks. But first, a message from my sponsor.
Without her, you wouldn't be watching, so this week's sponsor is your mother.
Now, the two key ingredients when planting the back wheel is absorbing the shock of the impact with the suspension and applying a small burst of power to make it stick, usually around half the depth of the right trigger. It's a pretty simple concept, but it can take a little bit of time to get used to. I try to point out each time I plant the back wheel, and you're really looking to lead with that back wheel at the last moment. This softens the impact and it makes it much less likely the bike will bounce, resulting in a loss of traction. So this might be how you're currently doing it, where you end up bouncing and losing traction entirely. And traction really is key here. If you've watched my Sleepy Creek challenge to beat the developer's time, you'll remember the phrase tyre time. Planting the back wheel is the key to gaining as much tyre time as possible, which leads to faster acceleration, smoother jumps, and ultimately the ability to finish tracks within the Platinum time constraints. Some great places to practice this are sections of the extreme tracks, but if you're still working on reaching those levels, I can highly recommend the Ice Climb in the Skill Showcase section. And equally, Endless Trials has a few great sections that you can practice on too. So give it a go. Be more aware of your landing and impact. With a small half trigger press of acceleration, it will suddenly click, trust me.